Monday, doing a Tag Tuesday. This is an original tag by Ariel at a Cuppa Books, and I was tagged by Lezlie Smith at The Nerdy Narrator. And please check out their channels, and especially for the prompts, because if you're new to my channel, I do everything on my phone, so please don't make me type the prompts out with my thumbs. Appreciate it. So check their channels out. Let me adjust this. Oh, it's probably gonna fall out. Okay, here we go. And excuse me looking down, I'm very nearsighted. Prompt 1, A Tale of Two Cities. What two fictional cities or places would you have a hard time choosing between if you were told you would get to move there? That's easy for me, Dublin and Florence. I'm a Joycean, and I was over in Dublin on scholarship for a while in the 90s and studying at UCD, University College Dublin. I really enjoyed it. I have friends and relatives over there. I've lost touch with my friends, but when I was there, I lived at Ballymum 3, and we toured all over there except for West Side, Sligo, and we didn't go north. They still had the border crossing there with armed guards. My friends didn't want the hassle, so next time I long to see Northern Ireland. And Florence, I'm been reading Dante for a few years, and I long to see Florence very much. So, prompt 2, Les Miserables. What book made you miserable? I.e., that is, you cried, yelled, or threw it across the room. Should I say Sanctuary? We're reading this Faulkner in August right now. Boy, when you, after rereading this now, and I still haven't reread the end yet, because I'm sticking with the schedule, but man. But I'm going to go with Pillars of the Earth by Ken Fullen. Ken Fullen, we don't talk a lot on BookTube much, or that I found. I really enjoy all his books, his fantasy writing, his thrillers and espionage books. But Pillars of the Earth, one of the main characters, I remember distinctly, I was in Phoenix, Arizona, riding on a local bus, reading Pillars of the Earth, and one of the main characters abruptly dies, and I yelled, ah! And yeah, I remember everyone turned and looked at me, and I held up the book, and they went, oh, of course. So, prompt 3, Frankenstein. Who is your favorite villain who is maybe just misunderstood? Now, one of my favorite villains is in Sound and the Fury, Jason 4. And I was playing devil's advocate on that last year too. I put up a video called Sympathy for the Devil. You know, is he really just trying to save the Compson family? Or is he dastardly, you know, he's pretty dastardly. Jason 4. Prompt 4. Pride and Prejudice. Which characters from fiction make up your favorite romantic relationship? Now, just coincidentally, my fictional crush is Elizabeth Bennet from Pride and Prejudice. Favorite romantic relationships? Oh man, you know, I'm tempted to say Heathcliff and Catherine from Wuthering Heights. Boy, you either love or hate that novel, don't you? I think I'm going to save Wuthering Heights for a prompt below. Prompt 5, Lady Chatterley's Lover. What book has your favorite hot and bothered steamy scene? Boy, off the top of my head, you know, classics, Ulysses, that whole Penelope, episode 18, the last one in Ulysses, where it's Molly's soliloquy. That's not just a scene, that gets hot and heavy throughout. Or I'm tempted to say, where is it? It's probably over there. Scar Lover by Harry Crews. He's got some wild sex scenes. Feast of Snakes. He's He's a pretty wild Southern writer. The late, great Harry Crews. Prompt 6. The Count of Monte Cristo. Your favorite revenge story. Now that I'm saving Wuthering Heights Heathcliff for that. Talk about revengeful. Oh my God. He even kills a dog out of revenge. Prompt 7. Kindred. In your opinion, what is a book that handles emotional stakes best? Boy, my favorite Faulkner novel is Light in August, and that is a total emotional roller coaster for me. I end up even rooting for Joe Christmas, a murderer, Faulkner. Prompt 8. And then there were none. What mystery or thriller is your favorite? Now, I like to bring up James Lee Burke, another great Southern writer who is alive. His Dave Robichaux novels series I've just been a fan of for decades. 9. The Jungle Book. Who or what is your favorite animal sidekick? Mythical animals count too. I'm going to say Marlon James, Black Leopard, Red Wolf. One of my highest viewed reviews. I really love that book. It's fantasy, thriller, horror, sex. It's just a wild ride, and I can't wait for it's part of a trilogy, so I'm waiting for, come on Marlon. 10. Rebecca. Manderley is a vivid and integral part of the story that feels like another character. What is a book that has a vivid setting that is so real you feel like you are there when you read it? Let's see, what did I put down? Oh geez. Promoting Sanctuary again. You know, it is a crazy emotional book, but Faulkner is also known for his descriptions of nature and that. Let's see. Let me try to find one real fast. Okay. Yeah, here we go. It was a bright, soft day, a wanton morning filled with that unbelievable soft radiance of May, rife with a promise of noon and of heat, with high, fat clouds like globs of whipped cream floating lightly as reflections in a mirror, their shadows scuttering sedately across the road. And I think a lot of Southern writers mimic and copy and borrow from Faulkner. He's the original. 11. Call of Cuppa. I probably didn't pronounce that right. I should. I know it's Celtic. What is your favorite horror story that you're glad isn't real? Now, it's not my favorite horror story. It's right here somewhere. Nosferatu. But I'm sure glad that isn't real. That was a buddy read last Christmas time. We just happened to read it over Christmas. And it's a horror novel. It's humorous. It's outlandish. And that was a buddy read with Sonia at An Enthusiastic Reader. And it was a real pleasure to read that, especially during Christmas time. 12. The Fellowship of the Ring. Everyone needs friends to accompany their journey. Tag some people. So I'm going to tag Roz at Scalldandling about the books. She reads a lot of classics. I'm going to tag Maria at MH Books. I'd like to hear her. I think she's caught up on her tags. And I'm going to tag Jeremy Fee too. I think he's caught up on his tags. And I'm also going to tag Greg at Another Bibliophile Reads, because he's into classics. And I'll just keep it at 4. So thank you, Leslie, for the tag, and I'll talk to you later.